So hey guys, today we are gonna study Animal Kingdom, our new chapter. We will study this chapter with a new approach. We are going to read NCERT. Remember the key concepts. Let's start studying with our first phylum, which is phylum Porifera. It's commonly known as sponges. They are generally marine. They are mostly asymmetrical. They are primitive multicellular animals or organisms and have cellular level of organization. Sponges have water transport or canal system. Remember any special distinctive feature of each phylum, as sponges have water canal system, minute pores ostia, water enters through ostia into the body. Central cavity is called spongocoel and it goes out through osculum. This pathway helps in food gathering, respiratory exchange and removal of waste. Keratinocyte or collar cell line the spongocoel and the canals. Digestion is intracellular. Body is supported by skeleton made up of spicules or spongin fibers. Sexes are not separate, which means hermaphrodite. Sponges reproduce asexually by fragmentation and sexually by formation of gametes. Fertilization is internal and development is indirect. Indirect development means it have a larval stage which is morphologically distinct from the adult. In this chapter, all you need to do is remember the characteristic features and differences, and of course, the most important of all is examples. Cycon scypha, Spongilla, freshwater sponge. Euspongia is bath sponge. Cycon, this is Euspongia, and this is Spongilla. Second phylum is Coelenterata, also called Cnidaria. They are aquatic, mostly marine, sessile, radially symmetrical. Remember the symmetry of the organism? Cnidaria. The name Cnidaria is derived from cnidoblast or cnidocytes. Contains stinging capsule or nematocyst. This is a diagram of cnidoblast. Are used for anchorage, defense, and for capture of prey. Cnidarians exhibit tissue level of organization and are diploblastic. In Porifera, central cavity was spongocoel, but here it is gastrovascular cavity with single opening, mouth on hypostome. Digestion is extracellular and intracellular both. Some of cnidarians, example coral. Remember the examples. Coral have a skeleton composed of calcium carbonate. It exhibits two basic body forms, polyp and medusa. Polyp is sessile, cylindrical, Hydra adamsia. Medusa is umbrella shaped and free swimming like Aurelia jellyfish. This is Aurelia, which is jellyfish, polyp, which is adamsia. Both forms, which is polyp and medusa, they exhibit alternation of generation, which is called metagenesis. Example, polyp produce medusa asexually and medusa form polyp sexually. To remember it, there is a mnemonic PAM. Polyp produce medusa asexually. An example is Obelia. Examples are Physalia Portuguese man of war, Adamsia sea anemone, Peninsula sea pen, Gorgonia sea fan, Mindrina brain coral. Third phylum is Ctenophora. Ctenophora is commonly known as sea walnut or comb jellies. It is exclusively marine, radially symmetrical, diploblastic, and it has tissue level of organization. The body bears 8 external rows of ciliated comb plates. Remember the two key features: 8 external rows of ciliated comb plates, and the second is bioluminescence. Digestion here is both extracellular and intracellular. Sexes are not separate, which means it is hermaphrodite. Reproduction takes place only by sexual means. Fertilization is external and there is indirect development. Examples are pleurobrachia and ctenoplana. This diagram is of pleurobrachia. You can see the 8 external rows. Platyhelminthes. Dorsoventral flattened body, hence it is called flatworms. They are mostly endoparasites. found in animals including human beings too. Flatworms are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic, acoelomate, with organ level of organization. Important characteristic features are hook and suckers, which are present as in parasitic forms. Some of them absorb nutrients from the host directly through their body surfaces. Specialized cell, flame cell, which help in osmoregulation and excretion. Sexes are not separate. Fertilization is internal and development is through many larval stages, which means indirect. Some members, like planaria possess high regeneration capacity. This is tapeworm, which means tania, and this is liver fluid fasciola. Escalhelminthes. Escalhelminthes is circular. It's called roundworms. They may be free living, aquatic, or terrestrial, or even parasitic, and it is parasitic in both plants and animals. It has organ system level of organization. They are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic, pseudocoelomate, like AP. Alimentary canal is complete with well-developed muscular pharynx. Excretory tube removes body waste from body cavity through excretory pore. Sexes are separate, which means dioecious. Females are longer than males. You can see in the diagram of roundworm, females are quite longer than males. Fertilization is internal. Development may be direct or indirect. Examples are Ascaris means roundworm, Eucharia means filarial worm, and Xylostoma means hookworm. Our next phylum is Annelida. Annelida may be aquatic, which is marine or freshwater, or it can be terrestrial, in which it is free living, and sometimes it can be parasitic. It exhibits organ system level of body organization, bilateral symmetry, triploblastic, metamerically segmented. It is the first phylum which is segmented, and it is coelomate animals, also first for the coelomate phylum. Their body surface is distinctly marked out into segments or metameres. Their name only in Latin. Anus means little rings. They possess longitudinal and circular muscles which help in locomotion. Now let's study about aquatic annelids. Example is Nereis. It possesses lateral appendages called parapodia, which help in swimming. It contains closed circulatory system. Closed circulatory system is in Annelida and Chordata. It is nephridia. It helps in osmoregulation and excretion. Neural system consists paired ganglia connected by lateral nerves to double ventral nerve cord. Nereis dioecious. Dioecious means male and female are distinct, but earthworm and leeches are monoecious, and reproduction is sexual. Nereis ferritima means earthworm. Hirudinaria means blood-sucking leech. This is Nereis, and this is Hirudinaria. Arthropoda is the largest phylum of Animalia. It includes insect. Over two-thirds of all named species on Earth are arthropods. They have organ system level of organization, bilaterally triploblastic, segmented, and coelomate. The body of arthropod is covered by chitinous exoskeleton. It consists of head, thorax, and abdomen. They have jointed appendages. Arthros means joint, poda means appendages. Respiratory organs are gills, book lungs, or tracheal system. Circulatory system is of open type. Sensory organs like antenna, eyes. Eyes can be compound and simple. Statocyst or balancing organs are present. Excretion take place to Malpighian tubules. They are mostly dioecious. Fertilization is usually internal. They are mostly oviparous. Development may be direct or indirect. Oviparous means they lay egg. Economically important insects are apis, honeybee, bombyx, silkworm, lacifer, lac insect. They can act as vectors as mosquitoes, Anopheles culex and Aedes, as Gregarious pest, Locusta locust, as living fossil Limulus king crab. This is locust, this is butterfly, scorpion, and prawn. Mollusca is the second largest animal phylum. Mollusca terrestrial or aquatic, they can be marine or freshwater. They have organ system level of organization. They are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic, and coelomate. Their body is covered with calcareous shell and is unsegmented with a distinct head, muscular foot, and visceral hump. And a spongy layer of skin forms mantle over the visceral hump. The space between hump and mantle is called mantle cavity. Feather-like gills are present over there. They have respiratory and excretory functions. Anterior head region has sensory tentacles. Mouth contain file-like rasping organ for feeding called radula. Usually dioecious and oviparous with indirect development. Pilla, apple snail, Pinctada pearl oyster, Sepia cuttlefish, Loligo squid, Octopus devilfish, Aplysia sea hare, Dentalium tusk shell, Chytopleura chitin. This is Pilla, apple snail. This is Octopus devilfish. Let's move to our next phylum, which is Echinodermata. Endoskeleton of calcareous ossicles, hence name Echinodermata, which means spiny bodies. These all are marine with organ system level of organization. Adult echinoderms show radial symmetry and larvae show bilateral. They are triploblastic, coelomate animals. Digestive system is complete with mouth on lower and anus on upper. Upper means dorsal side. The most distinctive feature of echinoderm is water vascular system. It is very important to remember that Porifera has water canal system while Echinodermata has water vascular system. Locomotion, capture and transport of food and respiration. Excretory system is absent. Sexes are separate. Reproduction is sexual. Fertilization is usually external. Development is indirect with free swimming larvae. Examples are Asteria starfish, Echinus sea urchin, Antedon sea lily, Cucumeria sea cucumber, Ophiura brittle star. I have a suggestion which I will give at last for this chapter. This is the diagram of Asterias, which means starfish, and this is Ophiura, which means brittle star. Hemichordata. Hemichordata was earlier considered as subphylum in Chordata, but now it is separate. Hemichordata have rudimentary structure in collar region called stomochord. It is similar to notochord structure. This phylum consists small group of worm-like marine animals with organ system level of organization. They are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic, and coelomate. Body is cylindrical and is composed of anterior proboscis collar trunk. Repeat with me, proboscis collar trunk. Again, proboscis collar trunk. Whenever someone say hemichordata, this should click in your mind proboscis collar and trunk. Circulatory system is of open type. While I am seeing circulatory system of open type, we have read earlier arthropoda and mollusca also have open type. Excretory organ is proboscis gland. Sexes are separate, which means dioecious. Fertilization is external. Development is indirect. Example are balanoglossus and secoglossus. Proboscis collar trunk. It's so simple. Proboscis collar trunk. All you need to remember it, and also it looks like worm. Let's move to our most important phylum, which is Chordata. Presence of notochord, dorsal hollow nerve cord, and paired phalangeal gill slits. As you can see in the diagram, notochord, dorsal hollow nerve cord, and paired pharyngeal gill slits. They also possess a post-anal tail and a closed circulatory system. Closed are bilaterally symmetrical, triploblastic coelomate with organ system level of organization. Divided into three subphylum, which is Urochordata, also called tunicata, Cephalochordata, and Vertebrata. Let's study about subphylum Urochordata, often referred to as Protochordata, and they are exclusively marine. Urochordata notochord is present only in larval tail, and in Cephalochordata it extends from head to tail and persistent throughout their life. In Urochordata example are Acidia sulpadoliolum. Acidia diagram is given here. It has a star, branchiostoma, Amphioxus or lanceolate. And last subphylum is Vertebrata. It possesses notochord during embryonic period only because notochord is replaced by cartilaginous or bony vertebrate column in adult. Vertebrates are chordate, but all chordates are not vertebrates. Beside basic chordic character, vertebrates have ventral muscular heart with 2, 3 or 4 chambers, kidney for excretion and osmoregulation, paired appendages which may be fins or limbs. So class Cyclostoma, all living members of class Cyclostomata are ectoparasite. Remember the difference between ecto and endo. Ecto means the parasite which are out of the host body, and endoparasites means the parasite which live inside the host body. They have an elongated body bearing 6 to 15 pairs of gill slits, sucking and circular mouth without jaw. Body is devoid of scales and paired fins. Cranium and vertebral column are cartilaginous. Circulation is of closed type. It is very obvious chordata has closed circulatory system, so every class here will have closed circulatory system. Migrate to fresh water after spawning within few days. Their larvae after metamorphosis return to the ocean. Examples are Petromyzon lamprey, Myxine hagfish. This is the diagram of Petromyzon. It does not have jaw. Next class is Chondrichthyes. They are marine with streamlined body and have cartilaginous endoskeleton. Their mouth is located ventrally. Notochord is persistent throughout their life. Gill slits are separate without operculum of containing minute placoid scale. Teeth are modified placoid scales which are backwardly directed. Their jaws are very powerful. These animals are predaceous due to absence of air bladder. These animals of Chondrichthyes does not have air bladder, does not have operculum. As they do not have air bladder, they have to swim constantly to avoid sinking. Their heart is two-chambered, one auricle, one ventricle. Some of them have electric organ, torpedo, and some of them have poison sting organ, poikilotherms. They are poikilotherms. They are called poikilotherms because they lack the capacity to regulate their body temperature. Sexes are separate. Male pelvic fin bear clasper. Internal fertilization, many of them are viviparous. Scoliodon dogfish, Pristis sawfish, Carcharodon great white shark, Trigon stingray. This is Scoliodon dogfish. This is Pristis sawfish. Chondrichthyes. It includes both marine and freshwater fishes with bony endoskeleton. Their body is streamlined. Mouth is mostly terminal. They have 4 pairs of gills which are covered by operculum on each side. The skin is covered with cycloid or ctenoid scales. Air bladder is present which regulates buoyancy. Heart is two-chambered, one auricle, one ventricle. They are cold-blooded, means poikilotherms. Sexes are separate. Fertilization is usually external. They are mostly oviparous and development is direct. Oviparous, O looks like an egg, means they lay egg. Examples of marine: Exocetus flying fish, Hippocampus seahorse. In freshwater, Labio rohu, Katla. Clarius magur. In aquarium, it is beta fighting fish, Pterophyllum angelfish. It is asked in a PYQ. I'm not for 24 PYQ. Hippocampus means seahorse, and this is Katla. Amphibia. Amphi means dwell, bios means life. Amphibians can live in aquatic as well as terrestrial habitat. Most of them have two pair of limbs, bodies divisible into head and trunk. Tail may be present in some. Skin is moist without scales. Eyes have eyelids. Tympanum represent ear, which opens to exterior. Respiration is by gills, lungs, and through skin. Heart is three-chambered, two auricle, one ventricle. These are cold-blooded. Sexes are separate. Fertilization is external. They are oviparous, and development is indirect. Bufo means toad, rana frog, hyla tree frog, salamandra salamander, ichthyopis limbless amphibia. This is salamander, this is rana means frog. This is reptilia. The class name refers to creeping or crawling mode of locomotion. In Latin, reptum means to crawl or creep. They are mostly terrestrial. Their body is covered with dry and cornified skin with epidermis, scales, or scutes. They do not have external ear openings. Tympanum represents the ear. Limbs, if present, are two pairs. Heart is usually three-chambered, but it is four-chambered in crocodiles. Reptiles are poikilotherms. Snakes and lizards shed their scales as skin cast. Sexes are separate. Fertilization is internal. They are oviparous and development is direct. Example: Chilone turtle, Testudo tortoise, chameleon tree lizard, Calotes garden lizard, Crocodilus crocodile, alligator, Hemidactylus wall lizard. In poisonous snakes, Naja cobra, Bungarus crate, Vipera viper. Let's see the diagram. This is chameleon, this is crocodilus, this is turtle, and this is cobra. Class is aves. The characteristic feature of aves, which is birds, is the presence of feathers, and most of them can fly, except ostrich, which is a flightless bird. They possess beak, forelimbs are modified into wings, and hind limbs are modified for walking, swimming, or clasping. Skin is dry without glands except oil gland at base of the tail. Endoskeleton is fully ossified and long bones are hollow with air cavity, pneumatic. The digestive tract of bird have additional chambers, crop and gizzard. Heart is completely four-chambered. They are warm-blooded, means homeotherm. They are able to maintain constant body temperature. Respiration is by lungs. Air sac connected to the lungs supplement the respiration. Sexes are separate. Fertilization is internal. They are oviparous as they lay egg. Development is direct. Examples are Corvus crow, Columba pigeon, Cetacula parrot, Struthio ostrich, Pavo peacock, Aphtinodytes penguin, Nephron vulture. Form of vulture, ostrich, parrot, and peacock are given is Mammalia. Mammalia are found in variety of habitats: polar ice cap, desert, mountain, forest, grassland, and even in dark caves. Most of them have adapted to fly or live in water. Most unique mammalian characteristic is milk producing gland, which is mammary gland, by which young ones are nourished. They have two pair of limbs adapted for walking, running, climbing, burrowing, swimming, or even flying. The skin of mammal is unique as it possesses hair. External ears or pinnae are present. Different type of teeth are present in jaw. Heart is four-chambered. They are homeotherms. Respiration is by lungs. Sexes are separate. Fertilization is internal. They are viviparous, with few exceptions, and development is direct. Synthorhynchus, which means platypus, and rest all examples are viviparous. Macropus kangaroo, Pteropus flying fox, Camelus camel, Macaca monkey, Rattus rat, Canis dog, Felis cat, Elephas elephant, Equus horse, Salmon dolphin, Balaenoptera blue whale, Panthera tigris tiger, Panthera leo lion. Platypus, Macropus, Pteropus, Balaenoptera. This NCERT chart is very important. Cellular level of organization, tissue or organ system level of organization. In symmetry, we have asymmetrical, radial, bilateral. In coelom, we have acoelomata, acoelomates, pseudocoelomates, and coelomates. Echinodermata. Adult shows radial. Symmetry, a comparison table between chordates and non-chordates. Next chart describes the vertebrata division. Agnatha means which lacks jaw. Gnathostomata, which bears the jaw, has only one class, Cyclostomata. And Gnathostomata, it has two superclasses, Pisces and Tetrapoda. In Pisces, classes are Chondrichthyes and Osteichthyes. In Tetrapoda, which bear limbs, has four classes, Amphibia, Reptilia, Aves, and Mammal. This is a very important. It shows different salient features of different phyla and animal kingdom. This is my self-handwritten notes. From superclass Tetrapoda, most of the questions have occurred in exam. And next is from phylum Annelida and Echinodermata. You can see that this chapter is very important and mostly it is all based on examples, also on the salient feature of each phylum. For this chapter, you should make an example sheet and revise it regularly, and also read NCERT. Make one key example from each phylum and class. For example, you can write every single distinctive features of cockroach in Arthropoda. Thank you and bye guys. Hope you like this video. Don't forget to like, comment and share.